Oh, this is, you already hit your screen. Oh, okay.
Thank you. After all this. Good evening, everybody. Today is Monday, February the 23rd, 2026. Time 6:38. Caller order, Mayor Eddie Norman.
County recorder with Ruben Harris.
That's Mayor Naldo Duran.
Alderwoman Thornton Payton. Alderwoman Florida Barnett.
Alderwoman Virginia Rivers.
Alderwoman Mary Mason.
Alderman Alicia Harris.
County Attorney Person. Okay, we open prayer by Vice Mayor Naldo Duran. Father God, we put you this afternoon. Thank you for another day of life. Thank you for this opportunity to be here once again in the best interest of our time and nation. We ask that you guide our thoughts and our actions tonight. And your son, we pray. Amen. Let's start with the mayor report. I'm going to make it short. This one regards about the wheels. The people open finished work at the wheels across the street behind the the fire station, and right now we're going for the next step of it, waiting for the result from testing water, and we're gonna report it to the engineer, and after that, Ricky Oakley is gonna give us report about the quality of the water and TDAC, and after that, you're going for the next step. The next step is connected to the tower. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but everything in the schedule, everything is good with it, and I'm so proud about this project. Keep going in time. Everything is great. All right, that's it for my report. I'm not gonna add too much to it. I'm gonna start with the minute. Adoption of the mayor and the board of aldermen special call board meeting minute, February the 3rd, 2026. Any questions? I need a vote to accept the minute for February 3rd, 2026.
I'll make the motion for the adoption of the mayor and board of Alderman special call board meeting minutes of February 3rd, 2026.
I have first by Alderman Mason. I need a second. A second by Alderman Harris. Any more questions? I need a vote.
Yes.
Barnett, yes.
Rivers, yes.
Mason, yes.
Casey, yes.
Mayor, no. Cuban, yes.
Okay, so that's 6-1. Mayor's no.
Yes. Go for the next adoption of the mayor and board, alderman board minutes of February 5th, 2026. This was a meeting continue. Okay, for regard about the adoption of the mayor and the board of alderman board meeting minute of February the 5th. I need a motion to accept it.
I have a question.
Yes, Alderman Rivers.
I asked on the last meeting about the Court Civic Fund account. I asked you, get us the account so we would know what's in that account, get us the figures to that account. And you said you would, but I hadn't received it as of yet. But
Finance reports are in the back of you all packets,
in the very back, I've got the finance reports,
Okay,
and there is something on there with the amount of monies, for the core civic account. But your finance statement's in the very back of your packets.
so this is, I see it now, so what they're saying is that this is the amount that's actually in core civic for us.
Come on here, Ms. B.
That's what I'm asking. I'm looking at it right here, so I just wanna be sure.
Right, and I got
It
the
says
explanation.
core
Right.
civic balance,
Right, invoice amount is 2 million,
yeah,
and the remaining is this one's in the bank for town of Mason.
the balance,
Right.
okay. And we'll receive funds for them how many times?
You said we have received how
I'm
many times?
asking, how many times have we received funds from them? How many
I wanna say,
months? 5 months?
We got October,
5, 5, 6.
4, we got October, November, December, January.
Okay, and this is what we have, okay.
And every time we
So-
receive a fund, we get a bill from Core Civic. So the money coming from the right, give it to the left, and the plus, you're gonna give us our percentage.
Which our percentage varies each month.
And that is a very. And nobody transfer, nobody do anything, the money's still there, wherever it is, we know we have it.
I have a question too, Mr. Mayor. We were supposed to table the second reading of the ordinance for the, purchasing policy. We tabled that until today, but it didn't end up on the agenda.
I have two, but I'm not
Oh,
aware of those
okay,
two.
okay.
Okay. I need a motion to accept the report for, February the 5th meeting.
I'm sorry, Mr. Mayor, I have one more, I just said up.
Yes.
But I know we talked about the tracking devices, have you guys, y'all have a quote for that, or?
If you got anything,
What's going on
Vice
with that
Mayor, from Zach or anything regard about that?
We don't have any communication at this time.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Cause we
Zach
have
is
to
here.
allocate,
Right.
we-
Zach is here. Zach is here. Lieutenant.
I saw him earlier, but either way, we have to make sure that we, when we get the toll for these tracking devices, that we have to make sure that it's allocated and in the budget before we can even purchase them or consider purchasing.
No, but, Mr. Ricker, it's not expensive, actually.
I'm not saying that, I'm just saying the proper way it's supposed to be done, that's all.
Yes, Mayor, Alderman Harris.
I have a question, was that a voting item, or did we vote on that? I didn't remember voting on it.
I know it's not
It
voting,
wasn't.
it's a request.
It was,
It's not
It's a request.
It's not a voting item?
No, it's not a request. Zach, I appreciate you if you have a chance, try to get a quote for us about devices, please, for the tracking.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get with other departments and see kind of what they're running and the
Okay.
software they're using.
We just got
That's the
this,
best way I know how to do it.
For Public Works and the police department, everything that moves. Okay.
Okay.
One more question, Mr. Mayor, I don't know if Mr. Cannon is here or not, but he was
He's here.
supposed to be
Yes, it's.
working on
He's
the
here.
interlocal agreement that you guys did that.
We're working on, we need to connect, at some point, but we can address that, whenever the fire department work comes up. All this is doing is the adoption of the minutes at this juncture.
I need a vote to accept the board meeting of February the 5th. I have first by me. I need a second.
Mason second.
I have a second by Alderman Mason. Any more questions? I need a vote. Mercy, yes.
Mason, yes.
Rivers, yes. April, yes.
Van, yes. Now we
Did
go,
you know? You say no.
we go for the next.
That's 6-1, Harris, no.
I wasn't here with Miss, Lewis.
Oh, I
so
didn't hear you say anything.
I didn't vote, that's why I said,
Are you abstaining or are you voting no?
You were
You
there.
voting no?
You were
I
there.
wasn't here.
She
She
wasn't,
was there. She
I
was
wasn't
absent.
here.
she was absent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I've got 2
But you were
no's.
absent then too, weren't you? At the
Here.
same-
He
I
was
was
here.
here.
Oh.
I
So I've got 4-2, 4 yes, no, I'm sorry, I've got 5 yes and 2 no's. Okay, thank you.
Thank you all. We'll go for the next adoption of the board Alderman meeting minute, the TBOUR and the controller February 17th. Any question regarding about this meeting?
Yes, sir, I would like to say that I did not record though, I did not, pull those minutes together because I had not received the recording. Miss Elaine said she's gonna get it to me, I did send you all an email for transparency to let you know what happened, because I had court on the same night, came in later, and, I was so certain that I would have it
Trying
on
to
the
catch it
tablet,
up. Yeah.
and that I could do it, and my recorder wasn't there, so anyways, I will get those minutes as soon as possible.
There's no problem. But, appreciate it. Yes, Alderman Harris.
I'd like to make a motion to amend the agenda by adding the reading of the ordinance.
Before you do that, since the adoption of the T-board minutes, we would need to make a motion to table that since we don't have the minutes right
Yes.
now,
Okay.
since it was brought up. So there would, if it's gonna be brought up at another meeting to approve these minutes,
Yes, sir.
then we can make a motion to table these minutes until the next meeting, just so the record is clear.
Thank you, Attorney.
Thank you.
I make a motion to table the adoption of the mayor and board of all meeting minutes from the T-board and the comptroller February the 17th until the next meeting, board meeting.
I have a first by Alderman River. I need a second. A second by Alderman Harris. Any more questions? You need a vote. Mayor say yes.
Mason, yes.
Harris, yes.
Ketchum, yes. I motion. Okay, yeah.
She was not there, I believe so.
She wasn't, for the T-board, she
But
wasn't.
see, okay, so you're voting no? You're abstaining. Okay, so with that being the case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yes, 1 abstain, 5 yes, 1 abstain, and 1 no. Okay, okay, but it did pass the table, thank you.
Need to do it again?
Yep, sorry.
Okay.
Apologies for that.
I'd like to make a motion to amend the agenda to add the reading of the ordinance, number 001262026-1. I'm sorry, that's ordinance, yes. And a resolution, number R12152-025-4.
We're gonna table it.
Well, what Alderman Harris is doing is she's amending the agenda to add an item, correct, to number,
Yes,
an item number
it's-
4 and 5.
It's the purchasing policy,
4 and 5.
it's the purchasing policy,
Correct, so
ordinance and resolution.
you're wanting to add the ordinance and the resolution, correct?
Yes,
Okay,
it's
so,
the second reading
correct,
for the
So-
ordinance.
so, it would, you did the motion, right, so right now we have a motion to amend the agenda to add the ordinance and the resolution regarding the purchasing policy and procedures.
Correct.
Those will be taken up as, item number 4 and 5, is the way that would work. If the board approves the motion to amend the agenda, which, so we have a motion that would need to be, like we always do, like the board always does, need the second, and then
Reese
the
is
vote.
second.
Mayor say no.
Rivers, yes.
Mason, yes.
Harris, yes.
This is the purchasing.
It's the second reading for the ordinance.
Second. We had the first reading on December 15th. This would be, the second reading of it.
Maybe we have to take more time to read it, so I don't know why we rush it.
Just read.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Then if you want to have the fire department report, so body cams can
Yeah.
speak, you could do the same process as to amend the agenda to move the fire department report up to before old business, and that will show.
Also, I would like to make an amendment to the agenda too, to add the resolution to the, for the Board of Mayor and all meetings, to terminate the unauthorized payment, employment agreement, and the contractual obligation not approved by the board and not allocated in the fiscal 26 budget.
Just to be clear, you're making a motion
Um,
to,
um, uh,
to amend the agenda? Okay.
Yes, to
Okay.
add the resolution.
Okay, I was just being clear for their minutes.
So what we stand right now for
So-
first request for the 4 and 5.
So, there's already been an amendment to the agenda to add items 4 and 5 with the ordinance and the resolution. Alderwoman Rivers' motion would then add a number 6 for the resolution she just mentioned. And so there's a motion to amend the agenda again to add that item as number 6. And so the board would go through the same
It's
process.
still confusing. We have to have more time to know exactly what we're voting for. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not understanding why you keep rushing for a resolution, for argument. This might be, this is what I look at. We have to know exactly what we vote in. But we'll see what the board thinks, because you're gonna vote for stuff you don't know what you're reading, what you know. So we have to be careful what we say, because we're gonna anyway. End of the day, we have a motion in the table for 4 and 5. I say no. Who else, Mr.
Okay, so it's a motion by Ms. Harris, well, I didn't get a clear vote.
Yeah, we don't
Because
get clear for
you
it.
made the motion, Ms. Mason seconded the motion, and then we were ready for a vote to amend it for the purchasing policy, the ordinance and the
For
resolution.
4 and 5, is correct?
Yes, sir, that's for
Okay.
item,
Harris, yes.
Mason, yes.
Rivers, yes.
Mayor, no.
This summer we already done.
I thought we already had, we have to do two
We have a
readings.
second
have to have
reading
two
on the-
readings on the
Two readings.
Yeah, on an
ordinance.
ordinance, we have to have 2 readings. This is the second to make it. These are about bidding contracts out, and what the, dollar limit is,
Yeah.
before we have to get a sealed bid, or we discussed it in making, Ms. Bernita the
That's
purchasing
what I'm
agent.
talking about. I thought we already.
Yeah, well, this is part of it. This is part 2 of it, that she's the agent, but now we have to set the dollar amounts for when we need bids, when we don't need bids, and that's what this is for.
You see, the way I look at it, I don't have any problem with that, but it's so confusing. Every time everybody adds something. So before we do anything, we have to read exactly. We have to know exactly. Because we keep admit for last minute, $1 here, $1 there. It's so confusing. I'm with it, no problem about Ms. Vanita. She's taking over, she's seeing it full. But we have to make sure we have everybody in the same page for the dollar amount, how we process with it, because we have all the rules and regulation. We try to amend the new rules. It's so confusing. We have to get our home in order first. We know exactly 1, 2, 3. Okay, this me. I cannot tell you how you do it. You
If
know
I-
what I'm saying? But it's so confusing.
Right now we do have a motion. It's already been voted on. It just needs to be
Yes.
reflected in the minutes.
Okay.
And then discussion on that item, on those items 4 and 5 will happen once we get to
If
4 and
I
5
approve,
from the
yeah.
new business.
So right now, I've got, heard Ms. Catron say,
Yes.
okay,
Yes, Harris.
Yes, for Mason.
okay, so that's 6-1, that's voting, yes, no one said no.
What else?
And so that was reflecting what, the
Four.
vote on 4 and 5, the
4 and
items
5.
4 and 5.
Yes, sir.
Alderwoman Rivers made a motion to amend the agenda as well to add another resolution as item number 6. And so that motion, is currently on the floor. I don't believe there's been a second yet, and then you would go through the same process.
Okay, what the number six, what kind exactly you tried to me to?
But you need to read it again.
No, she's already made the motion. It just, the same process needs to happen.
Yeah, I second.
And to be clear, you're not voting to approve the resolution by saying yes, you're just voting to amend the agenda to add number 6 to the agenda.
Okay, so we got a motion by Ms. Rivers. No second yet.
Yes.
Who
I
said,
did.
you seconded? Okay, second Harris. And a vote, please.
Mary say no.
Harry said yes.
Yes.
Bonnet, yes. Is this the first?
First time.
First time? And, so y'all already done read this?
Everybody should, it's in the email.
Yeah,
It wasn't new,
This is the
it
new
would-
business.
I printed this off out of my email, so I got it sometimes.
It's new business, is that what you're asking? We haven't read this before, it's new business.
It's new
I
business.
made, yeah, I just
That's why I
made
told you,
copies
you-
to give to everybody, and just in case for this meeting. But this was discussed from what I was told in the T-board meeting.
It
correct?
was,
Yes.
it was,
Right.
With T-board and the control.
you're right.
And we
It still
table-
come
we
from
table
that.
it.
And again, just wanted to clarify that this is just to amend the agenda to add number 6. We'll get to, the board will get to number 6 and discuss, I haven't seen that resolution either, but, discuss the resolution and decide whether or not to approve it when the board gets to number 6. All this is doing is adding a number 6 to the agenda.
Okay, what we stand right now, Mr.
Right now, I've got, it was motion by Ms. Rivers, it was second by Ms. Harris, and then we're waiting on a vote. I know you said no,
Okay.
Yes, sir. And what about everybody else? Are you all,
I
voting?
I already voted.
you've already voted,
We
okay.
already voted, yes. She voted, we voted.
Broadnax, Catron?
Abstain because I
Okay,
already
okay, you're gonna abstain. And what about you all, Vice Mayor?
And this was discussed at the last meeting,
People.
T-board,
Right.
and I was not there, so, as far as adding it to the agenda, for us to discuss it, I would vote yes. We can discuss it.
Okay, so my vote is going to be, it's gonna be 5 that are for yes, and then it's, 1 for no. The mayor number is no, and Ms. Catron is abstaining. Okay.
Yeah.
So you'll do the same thing, you'll make a motion to amend the agenda to move the fire department report up. So, and just explain why.
I make a motion, to remove the fire department report
You're making a motion, are you trying to move the fire department
to
up?
up, yeah.
So it's gonna be make a motion to amend the agenda to move the fire department report up to above old business. Because, we have a guest here that,
Alright, I make a motion to amend the agenda for, fire department rep, Mr. Buddy Cannon, with the old business, because, he have to go earlier, if you don't mind, please.
so just to be clear, there's a motion, another motion to amend the agenda on the table, to move the fire department report up to old business because, Mr. Bobby is here and he has, time sensitive issue. So effectively, you're moving, if the board decides to, you'd move the fire department report up to discussion now.
Okay.
Discussion now.
It doesn't remove it, but there is a motion to amend on the floor. There will need to be a second and a vote on that.
I need
as
a
well.
vote for it, please.
I
I
second,
have it first by Alderman Harris, I need a second.
I second.
A second, Ms. River, any questions? Need a vote, Mary say yes.
There's yes.
Yes. Rivers, yes.
Mason, yes.
Broadnax, yes. Catron, yes.
Thank you. Mr. Button, please.
That's everybody, 7-0, okay.
Okay, you have any concern from Mr. Bobby, regarding the fire department, please? He can give us up to date, if you don't mind, please, about it.
Absolutely. So, I'll give a written report at the end of each month. I gave one 2 weeks ago, so I'll give the next one in the March meeting for February. But to update you where we were 2 weeks ago, I did get the interlocal agreement drafted, and I sent it to the Tipton County Fire Chief, Chief Piercy. He reviewed it. He liked it. He's letting Mayor Huffman look at it, and as long as he doesn't see the need to add anything else, I'll bring it back. The attorney will look at it, and then we'll give it to the mayors and the board to sign after that. Okay, so probably looking at maybe another week or two. It's on Mayor Huffman's desk right now, so we're just waiting on him. Mrs. Rivers has been in contact with me. We've met, but we haven't been able to resolve the issue for the FEMA grant, where they sent a notice that we were delinquent on some information. So as soon as she is able to, that website has expired. So as soon as she's able to find out the right point of contact, she's going to get with me and I'll resolve whatever that is. I'm sure that it's probably just proof of purchase with receipts that we would have to look up and submit. But whatever that is, we'll take care of it. But she has to be the one to find the point of contact because her name is on it, along with the former fire chief Tanner. In addition to that, I did collect the applications from Mrs. Harris for fire chief. I got those today, and so I plan to make contact with those candidates this week and set up an interview for fire chief. And I feel like we should interview everyone just for fairness and to give everyone a chance that applied. And then I'll report that back to the board as well. And the other thing was the apparatus next door that we talked about was compliant. The engine is compliant, the fire hose. We need to get a hose test, a pump test, and a ladder test. I did talk to Curtis. Curtis doesn't want to do this time because it's been over a year since it was tested. And just to make sure there's no scrutiny, he recommended, as I did, get a company to do it this time. And then after that, by next year, in 27, we'll have a fire chief, we'll have a fire department, and they can do that, where we wouldn't have to, unless you wanted to. Now, I do have the contact numbers of who Tipton County and Covington and Fayette County use, so I will give that information. I don't know what the process is to call somebody and set that up for y'all, but I have the information of the people that you need to call, and so whoever you designate that to be can call them, get on the schedule, they'll come out, they'll take the hose off, test it, put it back on the fire truck, then they'll do the pump test, they'll take the ladders off of it, so they'll do everything, we just need somebody to be there with them. Yes, ma'am.
Is that the one that we did before, that cost about $6,000?
Yes,
Okay.
that's correct.
So you're saying that we need to get another company, I got that part, to do these 3 testings, but you can't call them and get it done.
Well, I'm just not a part of the purchasing process here, so it would be better if you have someone.
Well, we have somebody for
yeah,
that.
and I can
But
pass along that information.
I just wanted clarity
Yes,
as
ma'am.
to what you're saying.
Yes, ma'am.
So you'll pass that on to Mrs. Anita,
Mrs.
who is
Anita.
the one
I will
being
do that.
purchasing policy.
I will do that.
And
Yes.
she will let us know what they say the cost and
Yes.
everything else.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'll actually give you 2 different companies' phone numbers, so you can check from multiple places, right? So after I get the time we meet again, we will have done the interviews, and I will talk with the board about those interviews, and hopefully we'll have the interlocal agreement back from Tipton County, and I will give it to the attorney, make sure he gets a last glance at it to make sure nothing needs to be changed, and then we'll put it before the boards for the mayors to sign. Any other questions for me?
Appreciate it. Any
Very
concern?
good.
What about volunteers? Have you
Yes, we have we have applications. As a matter of fact, Mr. Kentrell has applications that have been over at the fire station. But my suggestion is we need to put the fire chief in place first.
Right.
And then that fire chief can sit on the panel to interview volunteers. And we'll put that group together. And have something where we know what kind of training do we need to provide to get them to the point of responding. And Mayor, I believe Curtis is coming over tomorrow to look at that engine, that truck, the ladder truck. He's been under it already. I believe he's going to come over and look at it again, but somebody might want to be thinking about what you want to do with that piece of equipment.
Okay. From here. We're gonna wait for his report. What's your recommendation? And we'll
Well, my recommendation is that you don't put it back in service, but whatever y'all want to do with it, how you want to take it out of service, and if you can sell it, or what you want to do with that.
Appreciate it.
Any other questions for me? Okay. All right. Thank y'all.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you all. We move for the next R.Y. Young renting contract agreement. Did everybody look to the agreement, what we got?
From who?
The R.Y. It's supposed
RJ. RJ.
Yeah, I don't know. I said why? I said what the I said maybe change the name or whatever. RJ Young renting contract agreement. Did everybody have a chance to look at it last time? We talked about it, we discussed it.
I put this word in you all's packet. I highlighted it on there for, Mr. Nathan said that the best way to lower the overall payment, if that is the priority, is to release the same equipment for 29 months, or whatever I'm allowed at this point. He's saying outside of that, you should sign the addendum to lower your bill. It happens to make the account unlimited. But the only change is lowering the bill $120 a month. It will still be up in June. And we will need to pick it all up or do a new agreement. Then we could have you with the new salesperson, and even if it's me, it won't be, it won't be basketball season, because we're dealing with the basketball season beginning. That's what he's saying, basically, that it'll be lowering the bill at $120 a month. And I did highlight that.
Okay, I need somebody to correct me. I have a question to the board. I need somebody to correct me for that. Maybe I'm wrong for that. The way I look at it, when we got the contract, like what, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, whatever it is, it's supposed under the contract, what we say, but you say at the end of the contract, we suppose buy the equipment for $1 or something, because all this year we pay all the payment, which is $875 a month, 5 years with interest and stuff like that. We suppose for any kind of equipment contract, we suppose have option to buy the equipment for $1 or something. I don't have a chance to review line by line the contract, but I wish that legal department can look at it. We see our option is, because it's up to you to see what kind of direction we go. Because I was thinking if we take some renter from our hand, try to combine the purchase and me and myself, I don't want to sign any more contracts. I want to be free. If we can buy equipment and we can get a code for the same equipment what we have, it will be a benefit for the town. If the board and the city want to continue with the contract, we have to be careful. And I wish the legal, the lawyer give us direction for that. So I want everybody to think about it. Yes, Mr.
I asked you on the last meeting that maybe have one of them here, because I just looked at what Ms. Lou has put on here that he sent today, and I did share with the attorney. We have a total of 3 different well, actually 4, because this letter is a whole totally different letter than what was sent the first time, and the quote that's in here is nowhere in the other. So cause on the first letter he sent here, he gave us a quote of, in one of them, he said, I can release everything for 32 months, unlimited, and reduce the cost to $389 from $448. Ain't nothing else that quote that price. Everything higher than this. So why you give us one price and then next thing you go up saying over here you tell us that you can do it and just save us $120, like from $717 per month. You dropping it from $837.49 a month to $717 a month, which is still $10,049.88 a year. But on this one, what happened to the one for $389? This is the problem I have. I've never, now I don't know about nobody else, but I've never seen the actual contract. So as far as you talking about, somewhere in there supposed to be $1, whatever.
It's supposed to.
I'm just saying, no, I don't know anything about it because I've never actually seen the contract, and I told the attorney that I've never seen the contract, but we doing an addendum or whatever they want done, and we don't even have the actual contract to know what the actual contract says.
Ms. Lou, did you have any copy for the original contract, like about 5, 6, 7 years ago or something like that?
I would have to look for the original contract from R.J. Young.
What's her name, the rep she used to come in there? She's not.
But she's no longer with
Yeah.
them. We have a female, so Nathan Johnson is over it now. But he's saying to sign this top page, the front page, the addendum.
Yeah.
And it's saying about payment will reduce to $717 per month, excluding the applicable fees from the $837.49. Overages will not be reconciled or charged for the remainder of the contract term. No other changes are being made to these agreements.
But see, that's what I'm saying, Ms. Lou. All of it is conflicting. Where is the one? I'm still concerned. You quoted us a cheaper price. Now, what happened to it? I'm looking at it, and we all got it. Where it says he'll do it for 32 months, unlimited. Your cost will be $389, which would bring us down from $448 a month. Now you up to talking about $717 a month.
I'm with you, Ms. Lou.
I'm just trying to figure out is this equipment we got used equipment, or we and if we done had it long as you saying, Mayor, then it's about time for it to get some more or something. And and I don't know if you guys looked at the back of this sheet right here. I shared that with the attorney on the last meeting to ask them to look at it because it contradicts what's being said on the front of the agenda of this thing.
Of the addendum.
It contradicts it.
What, the 64019?
It contradicts the whole thing because over here he's telling us that it's unlimited. If you look at the fine print that's on the back for the terms agreement and terms and conditions, that's totally different. He says that the SX charges per copy is variable charge and maintenance, service, and supply. Okay, you either charging us or you're not charging us. Over here you say it's unlimited. Over here you saying you charging per copy.
Ms. Lou, did you mind? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was wondering I was gonna ask, where it says overages will not be reconciled or charged for the remainder of the contract term, is that, applying to that?
It seems to be, this addendum, that document you're referencing, seems to be amending the original contract that's in place right now. I have not seen the original contract. So it's kind of tough for me to say exactly, how and what way this will change the original contract. I'm happy to reach out to Nathan to try to get the original contract. That way the board can have a fuller idea of what exactly is being amended. Just from that amendment right there, it just looks like they're reducing the price, but there are a lot of outstanding questions as to what exactly.
Go ahead.
I'm
Hold on a
sorry.
second, Ms. Harris. Yes, Ms. Lou.
I apologize, but also it talks about in here that we are responsible for the cabling and the installation in this part. So what are they doing?
This
I'm
year
just
before
asking
I come
because
in the board, I was.
He want us.
Maybe he needs to be here so he can
I asked
explain.
that the last meeting could he be here? And
Did you talk with him, Miss?
I did, I sent him an email and he said he had a game, he was a coach or something, and he had a game. So he wasn't gonna be able to make it unless we could get him in the talk on the front end for about 15 minutes. So,
I'm happy to speak with Nathan as well to get a better idea of everything that has been both of those agreements.
right.
Um,
Will you want to speak to him when you do about these things that I have underlined?
Absolutely.
Because this is not, it just ain't.
Yes, absolutely. I'm more than happy to do that.
Okay.
For everybody in the same page. Yes, Miss Harris.
Oh, I was just gonna say that in here, the only option he gives at the end of the lease term is that they replace all the old equipment with new equipment. It doesn't say anything about giving you the option, like you do leasing a
Yeah,
car or
see,
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about giving you the option to buy it.
When I read this paper, I remember that rep for this company. What's her name, Miss Lou? I can't remember. She and he we went through the whole equipment, and she told me. I remember. I have a very strong memory, and she told me the end of the lease, you can buy the whole equipment for $1. Like this, what usually normal to do.
You may have said it, but.
But I know, but
ain't
it's
right.
not showing up there because I don't see the original contract. You feel what I'm saying? But I tell her I'm not gonna make any the commitment. I'm not gonna make any decision. I have to discuss with the board and the attorney. After that, I'll be back with you. After that, she's not there anymore. I tried to get in touch with Nathan. I'm right now with you right now. Yes, Vice Mayor. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
I agree. I'm not actually interested in a long-term commitment for such old equipment. And also, we really need to locate the original contract. It was, how many years ago was this originally?
6 years, 7 years, something like that.
That's something Nathan and
You know,
most likely have in their file somewhere. So like I said, I'll reach out to him.
To locate it. You know, there's been several things going on at that time that none of us are aware of, and I would like to see the fine print myself.
Yeah,
Mr. Mayor, I
I'm happy
just
to do
have one thing I wanted to say. I know you were talking about purchasing these machines or purchasing something for $1, but then we still need to look at the maintenance costs of those. You
I know,
which may
the
be higher.
cartridge, the papers, whatever the repairs. I don't have the contract like I said, like everybody. It's before my time. So, all right. So we look, we table it. We'll give it to the attorney. He make contact with it. So, do you think I need a motion to table it?
Yeah, if the board is desires to table this, there will need to be a motion to table second. So,
Okay. I need a motion to table RJ Young, rental contract agreement. I have first by the vice mayor, need a second. Second by, Alderman, Rodney. Any questions?
I thought that was Kate, Miss Kate.
No, it was one.
Oh, it was the one, I'm sorry.
Any questions? I need a vote. Mayor say yes. Yes. Let's get it. Give me a favor. Thank you.
Mason, yes.
I'm sorry, that's everybody. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you all. The new business, dating account or interest, for the account National Water, Tri-Citizen and Mason, Tipton County, TDEC, 2000, 22. Um, when we got the grant from the state, the grant give it to the county. And the county right now we try to move on with the project, and we did the first step for the way to speed up or to separate the money for the account for the grant. We have to have a special account to operate this fund from it. Right now, we got email from Davina. I give it to Ms. Lou. Is correct, Ms. Lou? You have
That's
it?
correct.
And the requested to open account just for Pacific. Yes, ma'am.
They've got me in the package.
Okay. For Pacific, this money grant to handle the fund. So, I need approval from the board. Go to Bank of Mason to open account as soon as possible to open this account, because right now if we not open the account we hold the whole Tipton County, for it, because we about think we got 8.2 million, something like that. The whole county we abortion open. So every talk about from Covington did the part, we the only one we have to do our part. So yes, Miss Harris.
I make a motion that we, retain an account for the national water for the Tri-Cities.
I got a question,
ARPA.
please, before you finish your thing. Okay, if we're gonna open this account, for this interest bearing account, which is, I don't have an issue with, but my question is, how much money cause my understanding, we already had gotten a portion of this money. So where is the money as of now?
Miss Davina, she hold the money until we open that account.
So she has the money.
She had the
I
money.
know
We
it
don't
came
get
through,
it
so
yet.
okay.
We don't get it.
And so how much is it?
I don't know, but we got a little percentage from
The total is somewhere around 8 million.
8.8 million
but we
for
get
the
a
whole county.
Percentage.
That
yeah, it's for
8
the-
million is for the whole county.
For the whole
county.
Yeah, but
I don't know what the percentage.
ours
is.
is supposed to be a certain amount. If you guys remember, well, some of you may not, but if you remember, we got the money from ARPA, and when we got the money from ARPA or TDAC, that we had to take our money, which was 838 or 835,000, and give it to Tipton County. So that Tipton County, and if we did that, we merged it with them, that's in turn, we would get 1 point so many million back. So I'm trying to figure out
I have the answer. For
okay, is that what Davina has? I wanna know what's going in the account. Is that what Davina has?
Davina, she control all the money, whatever money.
But
comes
I
from
don't
the
have an
state.
issue with that.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get an understanding, is this the money that we supposed to?
Hi Rick, how are you, sir? We have a question regarding about the open bank account for Davina. Can you explain to us exactly how much money we're gonna get up there to take care about the water, national water?
Let me ask him what I want.
I'm not sure I understand.
Mr. Rick, this is River, can you hear me?
I can, yes.
Mr. Rick, what I was asking is that if you remember when we got our money, the grant money, we had $800 and some thousand that we had to combine with Tipton County along with the other municipalities in order to receive a certain percentage, which we would have ended up getting $1 million and some dollars. Is this the money that's going into this interest of bearing account? Or is this a whole different thing?
You only get the money when you get an invoice from the engineer or the contractor or the administrator. So it's not in your account until you've actually incurred the cost.
Right.
And then we turn in like for the well, we turned in, the contractors made a request, maybe 2 requests for payment, and those have been turned in. And I don't know, as we talk right now, I don't know if that money has come
we
That's
don't,
the way it works.
we don't got anything,
But-
we got email from the Vina to open the account actually last week.
Okay, now that is completely different.
I
Yeah.
know, okay.
That is
Okay.
an interest-bearing account. You hold 5% retainage on every construction contract. And then if state law, if it's a contract that's over $500,000, requires you to put that 5% in an interest-bearing account, and then at the completion of the project, the contractor gets that retainage plus any interest that's made. So what, if I can kind of help you with, how we execute all of this, is if it's less than 500,000, for example, the sewer rehab and the water meters, they are both less than 500,000. So we just request 95% of the money from Davina. You don't get the other 5% until the project's closed. But when it's over 500,000, we request the entire amount, and then it's Ms. Boyd's responsibility to take that 5% and put it in an account that has the town of Mason's name and the contractor's name on it.
Okay, I understand it now. I was thinking it was two different ones, so it is. I'm good now.
Okay, good.
Thank you,
Yes,
thank you, Rick, thank you.
take care.
So everybody in the same page, I need a motion to open the third account for the national water. We have a first, chief of the motion. We have first by Alderman Harris, I need a second. I'm seconding. Any more questions? I need a vote. Mayor say yes.
Rivers, yes.
Mason, yes.
Yes.
Everybody 7-0. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you. So Ms. Lou, try whatever you can, please, tomorrow, if you can. Leave everything, forget it. Try to give me this piece of paper, the board approved it, so I can take it to the bank, you know.
For this,
This one, so we can go ahead to open it, so I can get it from the Vina.
we'll do.
So we gotta move on, so I don't wanna say the town of Mason holds the progress of the county.
We'll do. Yes, sir.
Thank you, man. We move on for the next, the contract rate adjustment with West Pro. Everybody look at it, West Pro last year at the, just, everything cost these days. And, my recommendation is up to the board to see how we're gonna handle that. We tried to get another code from different company to see how much another company, is charging us. We appreciate it for the service with people, stick with us, and we tried to get a second code to see how much another company is charged, so we can make a decision, because we try to save whatever we can for our citizen. I know everything is high, everything is expenses, but this one I recommend. Any questions?
I had,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
We still not under contract with them?
We're
How
still,
much longer do
we're
we have
still
in that
working. Is
contract?
correct, Ms. Lou?
We're still on the
Mr. But
contract.
I don't want to wait for the last minute. Did you know with the
Ms.
contract?
Lou, do you have
But-
any idea when it will expire?
I think we may have did it for like,
A year.
because we just did it
We just
last
did
year,
it.
maybe possibly 3. But I have to look at that contract again, because we just did it, upgraded last year.
it hadn't been a year.
We
I
did it
think it
in
was
a
in
year.
2020, well, let's see, we did it in 2020.
We did it
I
last
think
year.
in 20, yeah, we did do an
Yeah,
increase
we
in
increased it
2025.
everybody's rates. So, my question, if y'all don't mind, my question is how come they increasing these in less than a year?
this Miss Brewer, she give me attention for that, honestly.
She gave you what?
She make me aware about it. You remember
Right.
you
Okay.
mentioned to me about it. I was not worried about it. I'll be honest with you.
Mhm.
But I'm trying to find. But I'm trying to refine to remember it was yearly increase.
That's what the
Yeah,
contract
yearly
was.
increase. What
Yeah.
the contract is saying, you have to increase it. But if we increase it, we have to increase it for a customer, or
Yep.
we keep going until we make advertising for another company. We see what the best interest for our citizens. So
Yeah,
this
we'll
what I
have to put out
recommend.
a bid
So
for
in
that.
March, it'll be a year?
Well, what they're looking to do,
Yeah.
the increase, I thought it was later than March, but she's looking to do the increase in the rates the month of March. So that would be next month.
Yeah.
This what you
I
mentioned
just-
to me.
That's what it
This what
seems
you
like,
tell me.
it'll be, in March, so.
So-
They're in more of a hurry to raise the rates than they are to pick up our trash.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're right about that.
They're
But-
inconsistent.
And then when,
But
if
on a-
they raise their rate, that means that we gonna have to raise our rate, the
Right.
customer's rate, which is all our rate. And, I mean, I know things are high, but you know, we may not be able to beat this with somebody else, but it's
But
worth
we
trying.
have-
At
We
least
have to
get
try
some,
to advertise.
but we have to advertise for it. It needs to go out. If that's what the board wants to do, they need to make a decision to go ahead and advertise a motion, whatever, to advertise for another waste company, to at least get some quotes. Before March, this February, and that's March, what, Ms. Lou?
It
Yeah,
says
next month.
it says March, that,
Well, I imagine at the end of March, but either
which will
way,
be invoiced at the end of the month.
if we plan on doing that, then tonight would be the night we need to make that motion to have Ms. Lou to, or whoever, to put it out there for a bid, not a bid, but a quote on up from other waste companies.
Still, how much will charge the customer now for the garbage?
Shoot, you can ask me.
They're paying like $25.95 is what they're paying for residential
Yeah.
carts monthly.
So
And if they
if
get an
they,
extra canister, I think it's like $12 or something.
okay,
One canister and then another, $12.
if we paying $29.95, $29.95 or 26. How much you say?
We're paying right now, I think it's 25, I think it's $25.95 or something. You all have residential
Yeah.
canisters, what are y'all
Yeah.
paying, is it 25? Well, I think
No,
they're paying about
I believe
$25.95.
I believe so, 26.
But,
$26.
but we actually, what she said,
It's $25.95 for one can.
yeah,
$74 for
Extra cart.
now y'all really need to, spend a paper fund and not collect enough money to take care of the bill already.
but that's why we increased it. See, cause theirs was 25.15. We increased it to customers to to 25.95. So if they increase it now to $1.25 more, that means in order for the town to make some money, we gonna have to increase it more than $1.25.
Yeah, we
the
increased it,
customer.
we increased it before so that we
Yeah.
would go even, so we would make
So we can
money
make- the
because we
town
were
can make
having
money.
problems covering the cost.
Cause we
Right
couldn't
now, we're
cover
not
it.
really making money, we're still falling short.
Yeah, the new rate is $26.40.
I'd say regardless of, whatever they wanna raise it, that we have to do, right by the customers and try to put a bid out and see if we can get a better price.
This is what I recommend. Did you know?
Even if we don't, at least we've been a try.
Yeah.
To see can we get a better
But
thing for
if
the,
we pay, if the town pay $26.40, and we charge the customer $25.95, so we're losing almost 50 cents for every month. Losing, even not breaking in, not breaking even. So, like I said, I recommend, like everybody said, we have to get a new code for it to see, because I hate to increase the rate to the citizen. know everything is hard and tight, but even if we break it even, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? But we losing 50 cents every month. You know, no. But what I recommend, like Miss Rivers she said, we try to get a code. Different companies. We try to see what the best interest for the town and the citizen.
Did you make that motion, Ms. Williams?
No way to make
No,
any
but I
motion.
said, I can motion it.
Yeah.
I make a motion that we at least, make, send out a
Advertising.
bid or advertise for a quote from other waste companies. ASAP.
I have first by Alderman River. I need a second.
Mason second.
Alderman Mason second. Any questions? Need a vote? Mayor say yes.
Grant say yes.
Rivers, yes.
Mason, yes.
Parrish, yes.
Okay, that's everybody, 7-0.
And even if we don't, and we end up having to go with these people, they lied to us the last time.
About what?
About picking up the garbage, about the date. We asked them specifically what was the pickup date. They pick up every day but the pickup date. And then they don't come. I can understand when there's snow and ice is on the ground.
Well, if it fall on a holiday.
Well, and I understand that. But it ain't no holiday every week.
But if everybody remember, the service got improved a little bit. The year before, or 2-3 years, it was terrible. It was terrible. Got new equipment. I'm not taking anybody's side, but it was true. It was terrible 3-4 years ago. I got new equipment, new driver. Just make it way much better. I know it's behind, but sometimes it's. Yes, miss.
There's been 3 times in this past year that they have missed a date to where people have actually gone 2 weeks worth.
People call me, tell me that. But
So there's
yeah, before
weeks we paid them.
it was terrible. I was against it back then, but this is what we got. We didn't have any choice. We have to get collections. All right, we move on. Thank you all. We'll go for the third resolution of the board and the mayor of Alderman of the town of Mason, Tennessee, requiring the submission of the monthly financial report to each regular board meeting. Any discussion for that?
Well, is this the resolution that I requested?
No, you
No, this
4
is
of
the one
5.
that's-
You're up right
this
now.
is
Number
this
3.
is- That's in your,
Third.
this is in your packet.
It is. Okay. I can see it. Upon the submission of
I think Ms. Vanita, she sent all the info to the board member. And did she mention if anybody wants to request any question, you feel free to call her. And actually, we try to schedule for finance to let everybody what we have, what's up to date. But unfortunately, we cannot come in for a day to discuss all of it because the storm, the snow, all back and forth, whatever it is. But we open to do whatever it takes, let the people know, because we above the table in all the transaction. We didn't have any problem with that.
So, Mr. Mayor, who wrote this resolution? I know I got an email
I
from you
don't
today.
know. I don't write anything. It's just
Attorney Carson, did you
the
write
attorney.
this?
I have to ask him.
No,
I
we didn't put that together.
with this in test.
I don't.
I don't know, but I'm
We
not.
the one that we tested.
We didn't put that together.
I don't know.
It's
Do you write anything?
But there's
Ms.
nothing
Vanita?
wrong with it. I mean,
I don't know who wrote
this
it.
is the same thing,
Wait,
really.
is this the same thing?
Yeah.
You have to approve, but
Oh,
We,
okay.
no,
Nobody
our
else
office did not
was
put
in
that
here?
together.
This is empty.
yeah.
I thought this
What
was
I
how
was, you know, my understanding, this is from
You
your
just have
tax.
the one,
You have to
This
grab
is
the
from
one
your
that-
tax.
that
this one
attorney
here
for
is from
everything.
Mtaz. Yeah, it's the same.
it is.
It's the same.
It is.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
just looks different based on if it's in gold.
Yeah, I read it, so I think it, these are things we
We
need.
have to table it until we
Why?
table this one because
I mean,
we
these
don't
are
know
things
who
we
voted.
need though.
And as well as the purchasing agent shall be responsible for the enforcement of the procedure hereby adopted. And then it has the purchasing procedures.
Are the same thing like number 4?
What?
These are all.
No.
Well, this is a little different.
Yeah.
This is procedures. The other was the amounts
Yeah.
that we need to have that separate the bids, the not bids. The other was just the procedures for the purchasing agents to follow, or we need to follow.
We have
to
one all the
revise
chapter.
things.
Maybe he adds something to it.
I don't
read
know.
the whole thing, honestly. But we have it in place, but I don't know, maybe he adds something to it, but I don't have any problem. The only thing, like the mayor, the vice mayor, he mentioned for emergency. We meet here once a month and we have some basic equipment is broke or something like that. So we go
It's
ahead and
already,
take care of
it's
it.
already written
It's not
there.
like
It's
that.
already
You feel what I'm
written,
saying?
yeah.
It's a broken bikes or something like that. So we have to jump to take care of it.
We already have the contingency. It was Miss Lou was the purchasing agent in the event that Miss Bernita.
We
That's
have it.
right.
I remember we did it a couple of years ago when we take it over. But we have all this problem with the water. Okay? Alright, we got the motion.
We
Is there-
don't have a
I
motion.
make a motion.
I had first by Alderman Harris, I need a second. Second, Ms. River. Any more questions? I need a vote. Mayor say yes.
Rivers, yes.
Okay, that's everybody, 7-0.
It's good, it's good. I'm so proud with everybody on the same page, which is best for the town. Okay? Number 6. What you talking about number 6, Ms. Alderman? You're supposed to add it up to number 6.
So what now?
You made
Six.
the minute
Hey,
for number 6. What
Yes,
the number
this
6
is the
say?
resolution. This is dealing with some of the things that T-Board, want and expect us to do. And it's the resolution of the Board and Mayor of Alderman of the Town of Mason, Tennessee, to terminate unauthorized payments, employment agreements, and contractual obligation not approved by the board and not allocated in the fiscal 2026 budget. And the things that are in here, the things that they talked about that's happening, that shouldn't be happening
Where, in the fire department?
in any department. The T-Board, they know, we gotta be careful because like they explained when they came down, T-Board and the comptroller explained that night that they don't mind coming if we need them to come, but for them to come much as they coming, is something wrong. So that's why they want us to handle the things that we are trying to handle tonight, because they expect this board to do what they need to do to make sure things get turned around like they're supposed to.
Okay, I'm not gonna talk about it, I'm not gonna argue with anybody today, but end of the day is, the way I look at it is, everything was fine until the board start, make all this, problem with the fire department, everything was running smooth. We have Mr. David Whiteman in it. After that, everything was good. After that, he left for 220. After that, Miss she came, and the board, she's overqualified. The board did not step in. The board messed up the whole thing, costing us too much because it was miscommunication about the board. We want to get the bar here, a bar there.
and it's just costing us too much money. And if everybody go look back with the minute is, I don't want to go back and forth with it. It was unprofessional, and we suppose everything was working fine. We didn't have to go through all, and then finally we got a report from Mr. Cannon.
Yes.
He says the same thing what I said 3 years ago. Did you know? For equipment, personal, everything. So
That's not what we talking
I'm not understand about the board. The board, did you know? Like I say, once a month they meet, you don't know what's going on here, and you guys just. I'm not in the same page with you for that. Yes, Vice Mayor.
I think I had my hand up first. if you don't
Yeah,
mind.
go ahead, Miss Mason.
Okay, so Mr. Cannon, of course, he told us with the first report that he could not find any records for the past year since the fire department changed it. We need pump testing done, we need hose testing done, that hasn't been done in the last year, so, I mean, with all these changes that you have been making with the fire chief, and yeah, I mean, what were they doing?
So what he did is, you know, he tried to do whatever he's supposed to do, and he come in here, Mr. David Whiteman. Did you know when he take over? Just let me explain to you what happened with him. Did you know? The board every time he come in here, he's not qualified. He's not this, he's that. So he's not gonna accept all this coming. He tried to give him that to do his job, to make it his job hard, and he just left. You know, he cannot take it anymore. And plus he got another offer better to get good qualified people. You guys, everybody have to stay in the lane, because you guys, like I said, the vice mayor, you meet once a month, and you're not here in the deliberation. Number one. Number two, he give a blanket check to the former chief, and to see what we shaved in it, because it was the wrong decision. It costing us over $500,000 with equipment, salary, purchasing, and everything was messed up with the fire. We losing our shirt with the fire department.
I have
You
one
feel what I'm
more
saying?
question.
Just let me finish
One
if you
part
don't mind.
two to
Yes,
my-
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Let me finish. I give you so. Let me. You know. So what the problem? So the end of the day is, I keep telling you guys about the equipment for last 3 years. You give him blanket check and go buy wherever. We don't have a 2-story building. He buy wherever he want to go. Yeah, go get it. It costing us repair equipment over $80,000-$90,000. I don't want to go back because the history is terrible, actually. So the end of the day is the board. I don't want to go back. Look what happened before. Everything was doing good. We just mess it up. Yes, Miss Harris.
Can I just say that what she was just saying, the reading there, has really nothing specifically to do with the fire department, but it
This
has
is
more
what I
to
read. Maybe
do.
I'm reading
I
something
understand
different.
that,
Yeah.
but it has more to do with what the comptrollers and them have been coming to the meetings for, and that is, they have certain policies. All towns have certain policies they have to follow. We haven't been following them.
None of
Half
Really?
over half- right,
None of
we
them.
We
haven't.
will never follow anything.
I didn't say that. I said we haven't been following them, meaning there are probably 60% or more of the policies that we aren't following. Now, the comptrollers have told us that it is your job, the board's job.
Right.
And if you are not doing your job, then there's going to be consequences
Thank you.
for it.
Hold on a
It's
second.
not your job.
Okay.
No, I'm.
All right.
No,
Okay, what the
Let her
board
finish.
job?
Let her
Let me
finish.
answer. What the board
the
job?
board's job is to make sure, for one thing, they control the purse strings, so it is up to them to make sure that the finance is done properly, which means that we have to abide by the budget law of 1982, which says you cannot spend money on anything unless you have appropriated it first and put it in the budget. There's all kinds of funds that are being spent for this and that haven't been requested. People that have been hired that the board doesn't know about. How can we budget? How can we do a budget if we don't even know who's working for us?
Okay, I have the answer for you. I appreciate you. I appreciate it. We just discussed. We talked. I appreciate you. Okay, and I'm sure you was with it up there. talking about purchasing, the policy, the board, all this comes up. Did you agree or disagree with me? The board they give blanket check to the to the fire department, buy all this wrecking equipment, and I refused to sign the check with $33,000 plus transportation $44,000.
If you're asking
Yeah.
specifically about the 2 trucks he bought, I voted no for that.
Yes.
If that's what
But
you're
the board,
asking me.
the
But
board
I'm
to give
still
him a
saying-
blanket check for all this money, we wasting it. You follow what I'm saying? This one example. Did you know? For the purchasing policy, most of the stuff, whatever we did, emergency, like pipe broke, piece of equipment broke, and we're not going to spend too much money in it. If you look in the credit card, if you look all the equipment, whatever we repair, you know for a fact, everybody knows for a fact, maybe somebody knows or not. The public work, which is the main department, bring your revenue to the town, all the equipment is ragged. We didn't have a good equipment, and I keep begging to buy equipment for a long time to take care of it. I don't get any response, but you go somewhere else, the board, I'm sorry, it's not you personally, the board, you go somewhere else, wasting money different ways to doing it. So we try to go back in the old ways. I'm not gonna comment anymore
I'm
about
saying,
it.
Mayor, with all due respect, yes, there are a lot of things that were done wrong in the past, and we'll admit that. I mean, you admit it, we all admit it. We haven't been doing things properly. But now it's time to pay the piper. In other words, it's either put up or shut up, because we can be gotten rid of as easily as anybody if we're not following the rules. And the other consequence, of course, to not following state laws is go to jail.
Thank you.
Does anybody here want to go to jail?
I'm not going to
I
jail
don't
for
want to.
nobody.
Some people went to jail, and some people got indicted.
And I'm saying,
because,
we don't wanna go to jail, and if we don't agree to these things the state is asking us to do, then that's where we could go.
I don't have any
The state
problem.
makes the law, they come down and say, you must follow the law.
I don't have any problem. We don't have any problem. We have law for everyone. Why we don't follow the law all these ways a long time ago?
I can't
You
answer
know what I'm
that.
saying? The whole town, they have the town going to jail. You know? Yes, ma'am.
But can we, get back to this resolution? I don't know where we done went.
Okay, number
But,
6.
let's get back to the resolution. As I stated earlier, Mayor, I don't know what you were thinking, but you was in that meeting with us when T-Boy and the comptroller were talking to us. Those people are not playing with us. They mean business. And things have been sent to you that you did not share with the board. They know this. And here we are now. We are at a point that they can come in. Miss Harris told you. That man stood over there and told you. I don't know if you went to sleep or you just weren't listening. But they stood over there and told you plainly that they don't mind coming. But this, if they come as much as they come, it's because something is wrong. These folks want us to put this stuff in motion. And whether you like it or not, Mayor, I'm not going to jail for you. And the bottom line is, this board, and I've said this 11 times, this board is the one who is responsible, and we're the one. And if they paid attention when they were here, they kept referring to the board. They kept saying the board. You have the authority. Board, you make the decision. The board makes those decisions. The comptroller said that night, as well as T-Board. They didn't play. You sitting there grinning like a chess cat. These folks ain't playing with you. We need to handle this business. And all this other stuff you talking about, Mayor, y'all just let's go and handle what we gotta do
Yes,
so we go
Vice Mayor,
home.
what I say?
To wrap this up, I just want to know exactly what expenditure, and outside of, because especially dealing with the fire department, which is already on the furlough, what expenditures are we referring to specifically that not being
Approved by the
approved
board.
yet? Yeah.
Oh.
What are we referring to right now?
We're
Because-
talking,
Am I being told that we have expenditures that's being paid out now that's not been approved?
Yes,
yes,
yes.
yes.
Plenty.
So we had documentation of this and
Yes, yes.
It's in your,
Mm,
it's
I
right,
know.
it's right in your
And-
monthly.
and
income
Vice Mayor?
statement.
We ain't the only one. These folk that came down know it too.
It's right here.
They know that this is why this is being given to us. They know.
accountability is in order. We have to actually do have to take this seriously because they have making a bunch of trips down here to this small town, and we have a lot of expenditures that haven't been covered and have not been approved. And this resolution, well, I don't have any more questions.
Vice Mayor,
Hold my peace.
you were not in the meeting with T-Boy, but do you know that the last 2 years the utility department has lost $800,000? Water department.
Okay, let me.
That was told to us by
Okay, let me
T-Boy.
be
By
clear for
T-Boy.
that. I don't have any problem. Let me be clear for that.
800,000 in
You know,
Yes.
let me clear with that regard about the losing water and the miscellaneous. She knows about it, and everybody and the board, the state knows about it. Did you remember when we have a town hall meeting and the town we don't have water and somebody play with the system, turn it off, on in the breaker? I got a report before I come back. Man, just let me finish. Somebody turned on and off the breaker back in the days. This, you know, and we find out. I got the report, who did it, whatever it. But at the end of the day, I don't want to go there. You know? I don't want to say it. Yes, ma'am.
The loss of $800,000 is in assets, which has nothing to do with
Thank you.
losing water.
What else?
The assets, what it's worth.
What?
But the system is lost $800,000 of its value
Yes.
because it's gotten that much older
Yeah.
and that much weaker and non-functioning in the last 2
Okay.
years.
Okay.
That's what it has to do
If I
with
could,
it. You could ask Carl.
Okay.
Carl is back there somewhere.
Because can I answer that, please? Because we suppose upgrade our system for a long time and people stealing the money. Is correct? That's correct.
No, I think, well,
Attorney, there's a motion on the table. Can you please help us with this so we can move on? Please.
if there is a motion, I didn't hear, so I don't know, but if there is a motion on the floor,
Yeah, I made it.
you made the motion, okay. Then
I
there's,
have first by Alderman River. I need a second.
Mason seconds.
Alderman Mason second. Any question? I need a vote.
Mason, yes.
Rivers, yes.
Harris, yes.
Yes.
Mercy, yes. No problem.
That's everybody,
No problem.
7-0. So the resolution is passed.
Okay. All right. We go for public work report department. Anything we have the crew up there in the back. Anybody want to ask you questions for public work? I got the report here. Okay.
You said it in Public Works, anybody
They all
that
got
has
their-
questions?
Mr. Stevenson, I know I saw him back there. Is he still here?
He didn't leave. He back behind.
Mr. Carl, come on up here. Good hiding.
Come on, Mr. Carr, here, down here, please.
Is Mr. Hall here? Manley Hall? Is he back here?
Yes, he is.
Come on, Mr. Matt.
Yeah.
Come on here if you don't mind, please. Thank you.
Now, I do have a question about the water well down here on Charleston Road. So, well, how are we gonna repair that, like ASAP?
Alright,
We
so
need to do something.
as far as the lift station on Charleston Mason
Yeah.
Road,
Yeah.
alright. Last time I talked to Mr. Oakley, we were gonna look at seeing with the company who's doing the sewer main repair to go ahead and bid on either doing the force main and the lift station, because when they did put it out for bid, no company did bid on the job. The city can't do that work. So now, since we're getting the sewer lines repaired, we're asking that company to look at that and see would they be willing to do the work. The money is there to do it, we just can't do it. But we have that temporary solution in place, which TDEC was okay with and is fine with, where we run the pump twice a day. Go check the lift station, check the lift station. Once it gets up, turn the pump on, let it go up to the next manhole, push it on to the next manhole. But it is a trash pump. You cannot run a trash pump continuously. If you do, it'll run dry and it will burn the motor up.
Okay,
This
so
one
you
happens
say every
once-
day
once a couple
it's
days.
being pumped twice a day, so there's no more sewage problem going up into Mays Manor Apartments?
No,
or-
it is not any problem because that station is being pumped down. So TDEC came out here, I guess, right after the T-Board meeting. I had got a call, talked to the lady. She was actually on site. But when we first came on, me and Chris, we had a meeting with TDEC, and they told us everything that they wanted us to work on. What we could, we did. What we can't, we still waiting on the engineering side of things and the city side of things, which include putting it out for bid, which it went out for bid. Just nobody bid it on it.
So we need to put it out for bid again then.
It's possible to put it out for bid again, or see if this company who's already fixing to do the work for the sewer lines to do it themselves.
And that would be Mr. Oakley's company or his contractor?
It's a contract.
It's a contractor.
And they're supposed to be in here tomorrow, I believe.
Yes.
They're supposed to be here tomorrow, so we should know something in the next couple of days.
Okay, can you all send the email out to the board?
Yeah.
Because that is
will.
a serious issue, and of
And
course,
It is
T-Board
serious.
not-
TDEC is
so-
calling us every day. I talked to them today.
Okay.
They calling every day, so they're keeping a close eye on this as well.
Can I ask you a question too? Aren't those pipes the one you're trying to replace, or the one that's causing a problem in the at the
Lift station.
Mason Charles.
yeah, Mason Charles?
Mhm.
I mean Mason Manor. Is there a possible a light, some type of light can be ran down to make sure those pipes are the one are causing the problem before they're replaced, or you can't do that? I know at some point it's supposed to, once Mr. Ricky Oakley get everything done, they supposed to have it set up where light, some kind of light can go on there, you can see without having to
You're
tear up.
talking about running the camera?
Yes,
So
sir.
let me-
I said light, but I meant
Yeah,
camera.
so let me answer that. So you have, the city has so much easement that we can do. All right, after that point, it's on the owner.
Right.
All right, we already had the lines camera. We know where the
Oh,
failing
that's
part.
what I was wondering.
Yes. So initially, at the start of this project, they cameraed out the lines. We had a couple of areas that need to be redone, and that's the reason why we're having a sewer rehab. Those areas are going to be done, but we're asking them to look at doing that lift station and that pipe right there, just in case. If the pipe can be expanded, we can expand the pipe, but mainly it's the lift station. It's an old lift station. You know.
Yeah.
You know, true enough, yes, they have what they call submersible pumps in them, but they're old style submersible pumps. You know, you need to either go to a Smith and Lovelace or a flight pump system.
So right now, this very moment, we don't have to worry about the lady at Mason Manor Department saying sewer going into the apartment anymore.
No, you
Okay.
shouldn't hear because she actually called me
Okay.
today.
Okay. Yeah, because that's serious
Yeah.
business. That's
It is.
some people were not playing when they was here about that.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why we trying to make sure that's taken care of.
Yes. So long as the regimen there, the pumping twice a day, it should be good.
Okay.
How long have you all been pumping it twice a day?
When me and Chris came here, what was that? 2025?
25.
Yeah.
So it hasn't ran over then in the last year or so, or whatever?
Yeah, we had trouble with the pump. The pump failed.
Yeah, the pump did fail.
The pump failed.
It's just like any other thing you have.
You gonna wear it out.
You just gonna wear it out. You know, the object is just to catch it and to try to go ahead and get another one and have it on site. That's it.
It's too
Yeah,
small.
Mr. Hall.
No,
I
it's
have
it's
a
not a
question.
too small thing. I mean, talking about the lift
It's
station.
just pumping twice.
The lift
a day.
station itself, I think something is up with the motors and the age of it and how it's set up. That's not proper for what's going on.
It was an old design,
Yeah.
submergible, as you said, a rail system you probably never heard of, something we probably had never seen, but this problem been going on ever since I come over here in 2015. It's been a problem.
It's not coming from 2023
So-
Oh, no.
since I take over.
So the thing,
Is what everybody
so
says.
Mayor, I mean,
No, it's been a problem.
Yeah, it's been a
We
problem
had
long
personnel to
time.
handle it,
Yeah.
and they knew what to do. I mean,
Yeah.
with Middlebrooks and all, they
Yes.
all knew what to
they
do.
knew what they were
They
doing.
knew what to do, but you
Yeah.
change it,
Yeah, I know.
people, and
Yeah, and that what
that old
messed
pump
it up.
just finally just wore out.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
You had a question?
Oh.
You had a question?
Were you working today?
I was.
You were. Okay, I got a call from the lady from Mason Manor today, or actually an email. She said that she talked to some lady at TDEC who picked up the phone and called Public Utilities.
Yeah.
I don't know who answered the phone,
Okay.
but she explained the situation to them, and they told her that the problem with the pump was that it had been shut off, and they went out and they turned it on, so it's working fine. And that's what they told the
So
lady
this is
from
the thing.
TDEC.
Again,
were
like
you
what-
that one?
Huh?
T-Deck did call me today. I talked to T-Deck today, and I did tell her, that the pump was working, but ain't nobody shut off now.
Well, she said
this is-
somebody told her the reason it wasn't working is
It was
because it
him.
was off, and they went out and turned it on, and now it's fine.
Oh my
You
goodness.
know,
Okay.
I can start a rumor down here by the time you get over
Yeah.
it sounds so
She didn't know
different.
what she didn't know
But
what
go on,
she's
say what
talking
you
about.
finna say. I was just messing with you.
Okay. Again, like what I just said, you can't run the pump continuously.
Yeah.
If you do, you're gonna burn the pump
Burn it
up.
up.
That's what
All
happened.
right. So
Right.
if you either that or you want to pay $600-700 every week, which one y'all want to do? So you want to have the longevity of it. So when we came here and TDEC talked to us, me and Chris, they told us come up with a solution for it because there was a lot of sanitary sewer overflows that Alliance was reporting. All right. Us, when we seen it, we were like, oh, this is a simple one. We have bigger problems. We seen bigger problems than this. Yeah, just the only thing you need is a trash pump and $20 worth of gas, and come out and somebody come out, turn it on, let it pump down, turn it back off. Other than that, you're gonna call Miss South City out, and here it is gonna be $1,500 to $2,500 every time.
Every trip.
So
That's
which
what
one did you
happened
want?
back before you come in the board, I'm gonna give to the board. I requested some financial situation. How much money we spent with Mid-South septic tank? We spent tons of
That should be
money.
in the budget.
I
Did
know
you know
that.
tons of money? You remember?
Why can't Mr. Oakley give us, since it was him who recommended this too small of a pump?
We tried to do it, and Mr. Richard, look, let me be clear. We're gonna receive email from Mr. Richard Marbury tomorrow regarding what happened up there in Mason Charleston Road. Regarding about, he tried to help us 2023. You remember, Miss Harris? And,
Yes.
and then the former board shut him down for that. Okay, he gonna send an email and explain to everybody what happened in Mason Charleston Road about it. But the problem is not yesterday, day before. It's from long time. It's not from 2023 what the people said when I come and take over. That's it. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Well, I
But
have another
they get ready to
question for them
replace
as
it
well.
anyway. That pump is supposed to get replaced.
Yes.
That old station out
Yes.
there.
Yeah. It's part of the funding.
The fund that we
yeah,
supposed to be
received.
getting, yes.
Mhm. Yep.
Any more questions
I have
for
a
Mr.
question.
Farr?
I got your stuff. I just got to do it. I'm gonna try to get out this Saturday and go on here and knock it out.
Okay, I was gonna ask you that. But I guess, I don't know if this one was for you,
What?
but I know that a public work employee was involved in a hit and run accident where he hit a vehicle out here
Okay.
on the town property.
Thank you.
I'm sure you guys are aware of that, right?
I am aware.
I was
Okay,
told.
so-
But I'm part of
Um,
You wanna talk to our field commander about that?
who would that be?
See, who did?
Who was the field commander?
Mr.
Are
Johnson
they here?
done.
Who?
Mr. Johnson done.
Okay, so
Is he here?
He is.
He invisible.
He is here.
He invisible.
back that
You
high.
don't see him.
He
He's
is.
sleeping.
See, I work part-time. I'm
Well,
not full-time
It's
employee.
it's the guy, what happened? Is
There
he
he is
been-
right there.
Who?
He can speak for himself.
Oh, he
on the
here?
floor.
I brought him because I wasn't in work that day.
He's one of
Was
those.
he drunk?
All right, thank you
No,
guys.
no.
Johnny.
I'm not going.
No.
Mr. Johnny,
Yes, ma'am.
I know any time that there's an accident.
He was
while
drug
you're
tested. He
working,
passed the drug test.
Okay,
He went
but-
through all the
but,
proper channels.
Why
How
did
long
you
did it take
leave
so long?
when you hit the vehicle?
I didn't. I mean,
Who am I talking to? I mean, they said the guys.
Markwell.
Oh, Markwell, why did you leave? You didn't
We didn't
record
leave.
it.
We didn't leave. I was still right there.
You right there?
No, you
We was over
left.
there.
You
We
left
was
because
still
they
over there
saw
at
it
the
on
station.
camera where you had left.
in his defense, he
But,
didn't leave.
know
He
what I'm
moved the
saying.
truck.
I
Be
still-
quiet, son. Let me talk.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He left and went around the building, parked the truck, and came back and picked them garbage cans up he knocked down. And they went back there and
Okay, so
continued
he
to
hit
finish
the
the
car
work.
first, and then you came around and hit the garbage can. So you know
No,
about the garbage.
all of that was at the same time. He
Right.
just parked the vehicle
Right,
and
right.
fixed his mistake and went back to work in the back where they was working at cleaning up the
Did he
tree thing.
report it to you when it happened?
No, ma'am, I was not.
Oh, you
I
was
was
not here.
off that day, 2 days, Thursday and Friday.
Okay.
Can I ask you a
So-
question then? If, did everyone from public utilities know that he didn't have a driver's license?
Thank you.
Or was driving on a revoked license and he shouldn't have been driving at all?
No, ma'am, we didn't know
No
at
one
the
knew
time.
that?
No, ma'am, we didn't know at the time.
So,
Thank you.
how do y'all handle it? How y'all handling it? Because if he hit that young lady's car and tore it up, the town not gonna pay. I mean, the insurance not gonna pay for it because he's unlicensed.
Hey, that's a question for the
So
We're gonna
if-
submit it
so
to
if
the
the
public
town-
entity
if the-
vote.
above my pay grade.
Well, no, I'm just saying. I'm telling you that our insurance is not gonna pay
Oh,
for
I
it
know that.
if he driving without license. So that means that the town gonna be held accountable for
Ms. River,
that.
we have to go through the process. What happened is, number one, we got a police department report, okay? After that, we submit it after that to the insurance. We see what the insurance say, after that, we take it from there, okay?
So after that, you're saying the town is going to be
Whatever,
responsible
it's
for
not
paying
my
this.
sure, we're not sure. Whatever the insurance company say, yeah, no, we'll go for it,
Is
okay?
he still driving?
But there's a liability, y'all. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm telling our attorney now.
There's a
There's
liability.
a liability, so can
Yeah,
we
attorney.
be punctual about it? I mean,
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
these
No,
expos-
No, the
these
attorney was about to
exposes-
speak.
these
No, I wasn't
exposes-
gonna speak.
Okay.
The meeting's not time for these exposés. These guys.
All right, we'll go for the next, thank you guys, we appreciate you guys. We go for the, police department report. All right, that's it. Give me your minute, I cannot see
Every time that you do code,
cannot see it, I cannot find it.
Police department.
Any question for the police, department? All right. We'll move on, any comments from the citizen? Okay, closing prayer, thank you guys, appreciate it. Ms. River, closing prayer, please.
Let us bow. Father God, we come this evening to tell you thank you for blessing us to see another day. Now, Master, you have guided us through this meeting. You have helped us, dear Master, to pass things and get things going. Lord, we ask you to continue to help us to guide this town and lead this town in the right direction. And if we go wrong, please show us our error, Lord. Now, Father, as we get ready to leave this place, we ask that you give each of us traveling grace. Allow us to make it to our destination safe and sound. This we ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Make a motion to return. I have Harris. Thank you all, appreciate it.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
They did it free. Oh, good.